Good evening. What's up, guys? Black Gift. Yo. Crash Man. What's up, bud? How are you? How you guys doing? You see me? You hear me? Let me know. Let me know if everything looks alright. Should look alright. I think it looks alright. I think so. How's it going? Good evening. Gonna do some work. Hopefully get some work done. Yes. Okay, this guy's here. We see and hear you clearly. Beautiful. Beautiful. I appreciate it. Black Gift, I saw you started streaming last night and it was late. You played DuckTales, and I'm sorry I didn't pop in. I was working on something and I needed to get to bed. But I hope you had a fun time with it. Are you not familiar with that game so much? Was that like a... I'm sure you played it before, no? Come on. Who hasn't played DuckTales? Seeing here, you're good, thank you. All good. Awesome. Alright, so tonight, guys, I need to work on this waterfall area. Right over here. And it's gonna be something else. I have a couple pictures on my phone that are kind of references of a park that's actually just a couple blocks away from me. And I thought it was... I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll show this in the camera. I don't know if you can see this picture, maybe? It's like really cool, like rock kind of falling down, and then there actually is a waterfall here. But it's kind of trickled out, which is kind of fitting because this isn't going to be like a big rushing waterfall. Not familiar, so I got the not so good ending. Okay, well you finished it. That's what counts, man. It's a fun game. I like that game. I'll tell you what, DuckTales 2, in my opinion, even better. If you can like emulate it or something. Of course, if you can get your hands on the cart, but pretty expensive. I really liked that game even more because there was a lot more like backtracking that you had to do and stuff, finding items and a lot of secrets, a lot of secret passages and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Just check it out. All right, so let me see if I can figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah. Let's just mix up some colors. So I want these rocks to be like greenish, with like kind of moss, because it's, you know, wet and watery and whatnot. This is so disorganized, kind of. I moved my mic a little bit too, so I hope I don't knock into the mic or kill anyone's ears tonight. If you're listening on headphones. Second breakfast, yes. Great scene, thanks, buddy. Can't ignore the Zexus music you've got going on. You really can't, and I don't want you to. I want you to appreciate it, and I think you do. And I appreciate you appreciating the music. Thank you. Love that game. So do I. I love Zexus. I love it. I love the soundtrack to it. I thought it was a good fit for what I'm doing here. I was playing Duck 2. I quit the first in a few minutes. Oh, serious? Audio levels are fine. Okay, cool. So you played DuckTales 2 last night? Is that what you're saying? Well, bless me bagpipes, my friend. So you finished DuckTales 2? I remember I streamed DuckTales 2 and I was up so late because the end... Yeah, I missed one item and I'm so dumb. I didn't realize that on the map it shows you where you've gotten the item and where you haven't, and I just didn't notice that. So I finally realized, I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's telling me where I gotta go and find this stupid thing I don't have. Oh, that's just learning. That's learning life, my friends. Missed an item too, yeah. Water. Alright. Let me see what I come up with here. Second breakfast, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, I need brown. I need brown. That's what I need. I knew I was missing something. Because I want this to almost be like a tannish kind of color or something. I didn't get the map either, I think. The map. Oh, don't you have to get all the pieces of the map? I don't remember now. Yes, Brigand, you love the Zexus tunes. We were just talking about that. Welcome, bud. How are you? That's pretty close to what I'm looking for right there. So this is going to be a very detailed thing because it's like the foreground, right? This is what I want to look very crisp. But first I've just got to sort of come up with a shape for these things. Should pretty much just rocks. But there is some kind of land and like a little bit of vegetation maybe. It's going to be a very kind of we'll see as we go sort of thing. Right. Yo, Lit Gaming, what's up? Is that David? I think it is David. What's up, man? This is coming along nicely, thanks, bud. I played Superstar Soldier and TurboGrafx. Every shoot 'em up fan needs to play that. Yeah, how was your shoot 'em up Saturday? How did that pan out for you? Sounds like a freaking nightmare to me. I mean, I like shooters once in a while, but I'm not very good at them. And a whole Saturday? A whole Saturday? It's a lot. It's a lot of shooting, you know? A lot of shooting techs. I'm just gonna add in like a little bit of dark here. Should probably have some black out too. So basically, there's gonna be like a crack in here. This is gonna be where like the water is kind of trickling through here. So this is like the waterfall. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna kind of be coming down, splashing on either side of like this kind of sheer rock. There's gonna be a little rock here where it's kind of splashing off and then seeping down either way through the rocks, and then here it's coming out into the water. This water is gonna be really shallow. There is water here, I just haven't done this yet. It's basically just gonna be like some white splish splashing around the rocks and stuff, and that's pretty much it. If you can imagine it, you can do it. Alright? That's the idea. Do need black. Is this one for you or commissioned? It is not commissioned. I should let you know that I am working on a video that I'm hoping to get done to have out on Thursday, which is going to be just kind of like a little. If you saw my like tweets on Thursday about like questions you might ask me, it's for that. I'm trying to like and make a video about like. For people who don't know that I'm doing this kind of stuff, like, just to kind of fill them in, like, this is what I do, give them an idea of what's going on. And so just go through, like, kind of the whole history of how I started doing this and whatever. So to get back to your question, yeah, this is not a commissioned piece. This is actually, I think this is the second Gamescape piece I did, just because I was just into the idea of doing these. But I will be making prints of them for sale. This actual painting is going to go right over my game room, which I'm super psyched about. I have to admit, like, this is my favorite thing so far that I've done, and of course it has a lot to do with the game that I love and the scene that I love. I didn't play a terrible one, some decent ones and some great ones. Nice. I was slightly annoyed today. I went to pop in my copy of Taito Legends 2 for PS2 and the disc was missing from the case. That sucks. That's not fun. A child bot? Okay. heck is the child bot? I don't get that. Where's my black? Okay. I'm just gonna be cutting in some like darkness here and there. I was thinking about buying it, but we both love Faxanadu, so I get it if you don't want to part with it. Man, I mean, I'll have prints, but to be totally honest, I would charge a lot for this one because I kind of don't want to sell it. Like, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if you really wanted a commission one, I could do it again. I could do it like on a, because this is a big canvas. Like I could do it like on the size canvas I usually do is 16 by 20. I could do another one on there for you if you'd like. But, you know, we can talk about that. But this one, yeah, is kind of like, I don't know. Kind of don't want to part with it. So, I have questions, and I hope someone is going to have an answer. In the midst of redoing my stream setup again, so I hope to find somewhere doing this. Thank you, David, I appreciate that. Crash, I kind of asked this in Brigand's stream before about Macs. Do any of you guys use Macs and happen to stream like old DOS games? I'm trying to run a King's Quest game on my computer, which I actually got working last night, which I'm super psyched about because I'm going to stream it. But the issue is, it's so weird. The window, like the program that I had to download to play the game, like when the game loads up, it's just like a full screen of my whole computer. And I can't then use OBS to capture it. So I have to figure out how to like resize the screen of the game, which seems like such a silly issue, but I can't figure it out yet. I don't know if anyone had any ideas about that. I'm wondering if the Deviant might have an idea, because I think he knows a lot about that kind of stuff, but I don't know if he uses Mac. But anywho, that's neither here nor there at the moment. I kind of want to... I might want to open this up more. The Great CD Chase. Hungry Goriah, hello! Welcome. How are you doing, dear? I moved my mic, just so you know, so if you're using headphones again, you should be safe. It moved a good 6 inches back, so I should not knock into it this time. Just capture a window, not the screen. What's up, Sir HC, man? Gotta run to the store, okay. How do I... capture a window, not the screen? But then how do I see chat? Well, I could watch chat on the thing. Would that work? Like, so if I just... Okay, that's an... maybe that might work. I'm trying to think of, like, why it wouldn't, but maybe it will. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. If it won't allow you to capture a window, then it would end up being a multi-machine solution. I'm not familiar enough with streaming on Mac hardware to know what options you have. Yeah. Under Sources box, right-click, add window capture, select the EX of DOSBox. I'm not using DOSBox, I don't think. What I'm using is I'm totally new to this stuff, so I'm gonna sound like an idiot. But so I bought the game off of Good Old Games, and I think what I'm running it on is Scum VM. Do you know that? Is that the program that runs the game? Again, I'm pretty unclear about this stuff. But then also I had to use Wine Bottler to like actually open the exe file, because I couldn't open it any other way. And that's the point. That's the thing that finally worked, was using the wine thing. So I don't know if any of that, what I just said, makes sense, but if it does, let me know. So if you just join me, what I'm going for here is kind of a mossy, greenish, kind of dirty rock look over here for this stuff. Just make sure the DOSBox window is already open before you do OBS. Works the same way. So beautiful, Holy Smokes. Thank you so much. Tweeted. Thanks, Black Gift. Thank you, man. Yeah, it should be the same in theory. I kind of wish I had a Mac to test it out on. Yeah, open the game, open OBS, then do window capture and locate the game window. I think I'm gonna try that. It's just weird because once the game's open, that's all I see. Like, which was like, I gotta tell you guys, like, Hungry knows how much I love that game. The game basically was like the first adventure game I ever played with my dad. And I just have super fun memories of it. It's so nostalgic. So like last night I finally got to work. Like to see that opening scene of that game come onto my computer. Like I don't know if you guys ever played that game, but like you start out on the beach basically, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, and like I'm moving Rosella around and shit. Like I was having a moment. It was like so freaking exciting. I can't wait to freaking stream it. It's gonna be so fun. But anywho, let's get back to work. So I guess, like, yeah, I'd have to set that up, look in OBS to make sure it's all okay. I don't know, because, I don't know, I gotta tinker with it. It's like, I can't get my head around if that's gonna work or not right now. But I hope it will. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday night. Everyone having a nice weekend. Yeah, and I actually like had some of the music started playing in the game too. I was just like, oh my god. I was like crying a little bit. It was pretty emotional. Okay. Can't you make the game open in a window, not full screen? Usually that's the thing I'm running into. I can't. I don't know how to do it. Thank you, Sir HC. Thank you. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't. Every time I open the game, it's either full screen or it's, you know, minimized down in the dock. I can't figure because it's not like it's not a Chrome window. It's not. It's just it's the window of what is it? Scum VM, I guess it is. I don't know. Do you guys ever use that? I guess it's a program to run like DOS games or something. But that's the issue. Yeah, that right there is the issue. I've got the game running. Like I figured out all the commands, saving, restore, everything. I just can't figure out how to just resize the window so I can stream it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a little, it was pretty frustrating, but I was so excited that I even got the game running last night. I was like, I don't care, I'll figure it out. It's gonna happen. I don't like that. It's too round right there. From website, yes, you can either start your game using the F command line parameter, setting the game to full screen in the SCUM VM, options dialog, or by using the Alt Enter key combination in game to switch between full screen and windowed mode. Is that on Mac, do you know? Does it say? I mean, I guess it would be, right? Hey Disney Dame, what's up? Welcome. So wait a second, Sir HC, just wait a second. Or by using the Alt-Enter key combination in-game. Alt-Enter, I'm gonna remember that, Alt-Enter. Dude, if you just figured that, because I was using like every combination I could think of and I could not get it to work. But if you get it to work for me, I will kiss you from afar, okay? Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Again, you guys are watching me text. I know it's rude, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna look at my pictures here. If you missed it, I'm referencing kind of this rocky formation that's near my house. I don't know if you guys can see it, if you want to see this. There's like this little pond and there's a little waterfall like that runs back there. And I like the coloring of these rocks, so it's pretty close. I might have to do a little more like a little more grayish kind of color. Anyway, if I do get it, I know my hand's right in the way, I'm sorry. If I do get it running by Tuesday night, I'm gonna start it up, man. I'm gonna start streaming that sucker. So I cannot wait for that. Other saddish news, I may have to call my stream on Wednesday night though. I need to get that video done I was telling you guys about. So that's unfortunate. I may not have to, but I probably will. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get it done, if not. If you guys can hear the my neighbors talking outside, then sorry about that. Just want to kind of cover up all this bland like gray color I first blocked in, because it's kind of, well, bland. It's pretty boring. Alt enter. I'm gonna remember that, damn it. It doesn't say, okay. Just looking at scum, okay, FAQ. Yo, Kane, what's up, dude? Nifty. Looking good, thanks, man. I would spend time in this world eating bread off the ground that got torn out of random eyeball monsters. You're not gonna get a better piece of bread, my friend. I can't wait to finally see what happens in King's Quest. Yeah, good grief. Yeah, your neighbor's allowed. Yeah, they are allowed. Sorry. They're like outside, like the voices just kind of carry, you know. Hungry, I cannot tell you how freaking excited I am. Just like, I didn't want to play too much, obviously, because I was just like, just checking to see if it worked, but like, I went like a couple screens here and there, and I was just like, oh my god, like I know things are gonna be like, oh my god, like just clicking in my head, like I know I have to do something here, but I don't remember what. I cannot wait. I just can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. I don't know if we ever finished it. Like my dad and I played it when I was a kid. I don't know if we ever finished it. I remember certain things like I think would be toward the end. I don't know. Crash Man, Pixel Crash Man, Package Boy. Did you ever play King's Quest 4? Anyone else King's Quest 4? And I'll say this right now, no freaking spoilers. Anyone, please. I'm gonna put a banner on those streams. No spoilers. If you spoil anything for me, harsh treatment will come down on you, my friends. Harsh. I might want to cut this in a little bit. Maybe. Something like that. So the water's going to kind of be lapping around these rocks and stuff. This rock looks like a marshmallow, for God's sake. Yeah, it's Saturday night, man. It's Saturday night in Harlem. It's hard. It's loud. Sorry. Okay, we're getting somewhere, I think. I played all of them, but only a demo of 6. And he's back. Let's see. I'd so chill there and read a book, right? Yeah. So is Rin gonna play old LucasArts point-and-click adventures out? I don't know about that, but I thought about Space Quest too. I know Hungry did that not too long ago. I definitely played one of those with my dad too, and I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the one you played, because I remembered stuff about it. Yeah, Banhammer, hardcore, guys, seriously. I sure did played all the King's Quest games, but I think the last time was over 20 years ago, yeah. Wouldn't blame you, Hungry, that series is great. You remember, you rented the NES one? I couldn't believe when I saw that on eBay. I was like, there was an NES King's Quest? Crazy. Crazy town. Oh good, my neighbor's dog is barking too. Really pleased about that. I'll kind of round out the edges up there. So I'm thinking of having like some little like twiggish kind of vegetation just hanging off this part too. But, you know, kind of dying. What's up, Crazy John? Good morning. Good morning, sir. Leisure Suit Larry was another. Yeah. We played that too. It was King's Quest V. It was a pretty good points. PC version. All those PC games are beautiful, like amazing. I'm definitely gonna paint something from King's Quest probably. All right, let me look at my picture here. It's like there's so much going on, it's crazy. It's hard to see like the details of it, but it's almost like these little like rock is one of the most interesting textures, I think, to try to paint. So I don't want it to just look like round boulders or something, you know? Again, I know my hand is right in the way of that camera. I'm sorry. You just have to go without seeing my face for a few moments, okay? I'm sorry. Yep. Oh, yes. So we will be putting water in here. We will be kind of just have it trickle down here very lightly, splashing a little bit. Should be pretty exciting. Sierra had some ridiculously good graphic designers. Yeah, they did. Full Throttle and Grim Fandango were great too. Yeah, Maniac Mansion, I have that too. I still have yet to delve into that game. Can we skip rocks on that lake, please? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, I think that's kind of working out nice there. Kind of that darkness there. Not even sure if I'm using the best brush for this right now. But oh my god, dog, shut up. I want to break this up. I don't like that. I want this to be like its own rock here, I think. Yeah, I think it looks better like smaller rocks, like, yeah, maybe. And I want one to like, let's make this one like jut out a little bit. That might be cool. But maybe I should do that after I put the water. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna revisit Maniac Mansion. I gotta play it at all. I got it and then like I tested it out, I remember, and I was like, alright, it's cool, like I'll definitely come back to this, and I just never did. But it's such a cult classic, like there's a huge cult following for that game. Had cool music, I remember. So funny, like I watch this one painter dude and he talks about this all the time, how as human beings we tend to try and make things look like in a pattern and you don't even realize you're doing it. But like I don't like this now because like they look like a pattern. Like nature doesn't really do that typically. So you constantly have to like break up things that you're doing. Alright, I'm gonna take this guy out and just like it's gonna work at all, who knows? I suddenly have the Zelda end music in my head, hungry, because I was just thinking about how you beat the second quest. If you guys missed that, that was a lot of fun. So you'd never beaten the second quest, right, Hungry? No, sir. First time through the second quest. It was so much fun. So that's exciting because it's like you're really getting to play a game that you love for the first time again. That is awesome. Crazy John's gonna step up his streaming game. Sounds good. Yep, I totally have it in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, what's going on here? This is like a little pool in there kind of, and then like there's gonna be a rock like maybe up here. Another one over here. Sure. Sure, man. Whatever. I have a bunch of feelings I need to convert into video form at some point. About the second quest? Yeah, you should. You weren't sure you were gonna make it? Come on. You knew you had it the whole way. You knew you would not let yourself not finish that. It's somewhere it shouldn't be right now. I'm sorry, Crash. I think my child will be cleaning cartridges the next time he's here. Did he like steal it from you or what? You know what I'm going to do now, just to take a little break from that, is I do like this color. I'm going to touch up these rocks down here too. With the same color. Or somewhat of the same color. So the water's gonna come down. I haven't done this yet, but like this is very shallow. Obviously you can see these rocks. So I'm just gonna bring a little bit of blue down here, and then there's gonna be like a white little like mark around where the rocks are to show like the water kind of lapping against them. I think that's pretty much all I'll have to do with that, I think. I don't even think you can see where I'm painting right now because of the camera. If not, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll come back to that another time. I've caught him a few times on it, so no big deal. However, this is the first time something hasn't been easy to find. Sounds like he needs a talking to, my friend. Sorry to hear this. Let's look at our picture again. So there's like some brush, looks like. Should I put some of that in there? Maybe. There's this one thing that's happening in the picture I kind of want to try to replicate. It's like this. Kind of like comes out here. looks cool. I like that. Wally Cakes, Painty Paint. What's up, buddy? Mr. Cakes, welcome. Welcome, happy Saturday night. I'd go to summer camp in that scene. Kane, what else would you do in the scene? Oh! Tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to just like walk out in this field and just have a picnic. And just like take a nap and look up at the tree. Alright, kids gotta run. Have a great night there, Crazy John. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, sharp angles, man. Sharp angles, right? Like that. See, right here it can be like a little, tiny little waterfall going down like that. And then some more over here, and then it's gonna trickle out over here. Alright, so that's cool. I think I have the plan for where the water's going. Which is good. It's always good to have a plan for where your water's going, I suppose. Is that a bad idea? I don't know. We're going for it. Because I didn't like, again, there was like, it looked like this and then that were too symmetrical. So Tuesday night, I think I may go back to, well, King's Quest. If I can do King's Quest, I'm doing that. If I can't, if it's not working, then I will go back to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. If you guys were with me last week, I decided just to use my EverDrive. Kane, were you there? I'm just using the EverDrive, man, because I'm not dealing with having to start that game over every time. It's kind of stupid. Haters be damned. I don't care. I might switch to another brush and start doing some more kind of more detailed stuff here. I actually got a new brush this week. I'm gonna try this baby out. Ban Wally Cakes? What did he do? Hail Wally. Why do you want to ban Wally Cakes, Sir HC? What's the problem? That would make a great nap spot, right? Just like you can hear like the wind going through those crazy leaves and stuff. Sound of trickling water, lull you to sleep. Beautiful. Hello, Game Beaters. How is the most talented artist on YouTube? What's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you, pal. What's going on? Now that they're not blinking so much, they can enjoy the scenery. That's funny. He is a troublemaker? He hasn't made any trouble yet. I don't want to ban someone just for... I need proof. Tisk, tisk. Alright, so this guy is brand new. Let's see how he feels. How you doing, buddy? Feel like doing some painting? Let's do it. Hope you can see this. Just making little like cracks in the rock and stuff. So if you're just joining, I'm checking like a reference photo that I took this past week. Yeah, rock is super interesting, man. Can you guys hear the music now playing in the street? Yes. Nice. Okay. That seems like it's gonna be good. I thought they were playing the Bee Gees, honestly. More Than a Woman. I thought that was the song that was about to play. And I think I would have been fine with that, honestly. Okay, here we go. We're getting into like some nice contrasts here. Oh yeah, Danny, I saw the picture on Facebook. What's going on with your face, with your teeth? Everything all right? Why can't we all just be friends? I feel like it's Sir HC that really stirs the kettle, you know? Just chilling. I never hated the dentist until this week. Yeah, what's talk to us? What happened? What'd you have done? Not nice to call people a cheese. Rocks look tough to do for sure. So yeah, I mean, we're getting there. I'm still gonna add a lot of more textures and stuff before we get to the actual cheddar. She's a sharp cheddar. Before we get to the waterfall. First time I've got a chance to drop by when you're painting streams. Breathtaking, man. I'm thoroughly impressed. Generation Gap. Yeah, what's up, man? I thought that was Danny B saying that. Thanks so much, buddy. How you doing? It's great to have you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Any fans of Cheesecake Factory? I'm a fan of cheesecake. Does that count? I don't know. How about a poll in the chat? Cheesecake. We going, do you guys like the cream cheese, like New York style cheesecake? Or do you like the ricotta Italian style cheesecake? Because I gotta go with Italian style, man. That is some great stuff. And the cheese, like the New York style, it's just so heavy. Like, when are you supposed to eat that? You're supposed to have dessert at the end of the meal, but I can't eat it because it's so filling, it's so full. Well, I'm so full. More than a woman. I have that song in my head now. It's really great. Well, how did I pick up that color? Who knows? More than a woman. My friend always sings Four-Legged Woman for More Than a Woman. If you wanted to know that. Always liked that. Four-legged woman to me. Hello. Why is it the loudest place ever while I'm streaming? I don't know what that was, but hopefully no one died. Again, I know my hand's in the way. I'm sorry. Doing the best I can, folks. Doing the best I can over here. this needs some work up here. So I'm putting darks in now, and I'm then gonna go over and go through and do highlights. So that'll make those really pop, baby. Make them pulp. I have to say, I think I like this brush a lot. Chat's so busy. Let the man paint. No, I feel bad when I do these. I feel bad when I stream anyway, because I always feel like I neglect chat sometimes. But as long as I catch up, right? New York style. Okay. Fist pump on cheesecake. Things are good here. Love seeing one of my favorite games come to life in this painting. Yes. I will eat all the cheesecake, which is why I stay away from the cheesecake. Okay. Can't stand ricotta? Oh, come on, man. It's so good. I'll eat all the New York style pizza while at it. Ricotta cannolis, yeah. Can't say I've tried it. Oh, you haven't had it? Hungry. Check it out. It's so good. It's lighter, you know, so it's not so heavy, you know. Okay. Yeah, Generation Gap, how are you, man? It's been a little while. This is the man that helped me beat Friday the 13th. Oh yes. I'll never forget it, man. Yeah, this is cool, man. I like this. Okay, don't want to overdo it either, so I'm gonna be a little careful here. Because I may have done a little too much there, but it's not a big deal. I can always go back and fix it. I'm still tinkering with the idea of putting in some like brush vegetation. I definitely am gonna put some like branches and stuff sticking out, but maybe like some dead leaves or something. I don't know. I don't know if that would make sense, but so I'm missing it. Okay, never had a cavity in my life until this year, where they ended up having to pull the rear molar. It broke when doing it, so I had to go to surgery. Glad it's over. Also, I have BGs in my head now. Sorry. Surgery? That seems pretty, like, aggressive? Sorry to hear that, man. Doing well, man. It's fun to watch you beat Friday the 13th. That was a fun game, yeah. I'm glad I had a chance to play it at the holiday, you know, at Halloween. I was lucky, too, that I found Nightmare on Elm Street 2, like right around that time. That game's really good, too. Alright, so this is really a nice brush for making these little marks. Just kind of roughing up the rock a little bit. And like here, if I want to make like this the top of the rock and then it kind of comes down on that side, I'll try to like finagle in like a little edge to this, like that, and then kind of darken that, bring it down. Something like that, I don't know. More than a woman. Let's see. Check my pics. Okay. Feel like I might have to fill in a little bit of the darks that I did because it's a little aggressive. Four-legged woman do. Alright, there's that one spot that's way too dark, like this over here. I don't like this. Okay, that's alright. This needs work. I do like where this is going. I think it looks pretty cool so far. Back to good stuff like gaming and art, yes. I was checking out your Etsy shop and I saw you will do custom paintings. Would you be able to paint one of my favorite scenes from Dragon's Lair for purchase, or do you just stick to landscapes? No, I'll do anything. I mean, I do landscapes for the most part, but depends on the scene and stuff like that. I like to make landscapes and sort of make it a realistic depiction of the scene or the setting of the game, but if you can email me through my website. You can just email the ReNesance at Gmail if you want to talk about it. I'd be happy to discuss it with you and come up with some ideas. For sure, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll do anything. Like, if someone wants to, like, buy a commission from me, I'm happy to do anything that they want done, you know? If I feel like I can do a good job at it, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know what's going on with that rock. That rock looks a little suspicious. I don't know what's going on with this guy. And now I'm just making it into two rocks. That's what's fun about this. It's like you have like it's already set, but then you make like one line and it's like, oh, okay, now it's totally different. And sometimes you just do that and it just clicks. You're like, yeah, okay, that's what I want to have it look like. Tell you what, I'm gonna go and throw in now. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before, and I want to just like highlight some stuff up here. Dragon's Lair. Is that what you said? Yeah, you did. That's so funny. I was just talking about Dragon's Lair with my buddy tonight. And I was like, oh my god, that game. I've actually never played that game. But I kind of want to check it out. It has a freaking terrible reputation, right? So now you see if we just hit some points here and there with this highlight, it's gonna like really make it pop here. But there I go, being human and making this all like a pattern. I mean, because the sun, I mean, is going to be over that way. You look at the tree and see which way it's shaded and stuff. So all this light's hitting these rocks. Plus off the, like, the shine of the water probably. So these are going to be pretty bright. And if you can hit some really bright spots next to a dark spot and make that really pop with the contrast, it's really cool. Oh, that Fallout one you did was epic. Thanks, man. That one was a challenge, man. Like, I liked the scene, like the guy, you know, ordered, and I was like, all right, sounds cool. Sounds like a cool idea. The challenge of that one was really like the perspective. It was a weird sort of perspective thing to have that mask so up front and yet still try to show so much in the background, you know? But I think it worked at the end. Breath of the Wild, yeah, that's the one for NES Complex I did. My pile of retired game consoles is growing. This kind of makes me sad. You like to get those prints, David? Yeah, man. Do it. Yeah, this one, as soon as I'm finished with this one, I'm gonna order prints of it right away, because I already have a couple people that are really wanting to get it, which is awesome. And very flattering and very cool. Dude, I know it like the back of my hand. The NES version has a terrible reputation, but the arcade version is an all-time classic. Arcade version is my #3 game of all time. Whoa, man. That is saying something, because I know that you know your stuff. I've never played the arcade, I don't think. But I know how, like, kind of groundbreaking it was when it came out, right? Because it was kind of like a movie almost. Like, had cutscenes kind of sort of thing, right? See, this will be cool if I can hit some. So you have the black of like this kind of crevice here where the water is going to be coming down. I almost feel like maybe I should hold off on. Nah, it's okay. I can always, like I said, I can always go back. But here, like, just nail this with some highlight. Really, man, it kind of makes it pop, and it separates those things almost, which is kind of neat. Highlighting is really something that's so much fun, but you gotta be careful. You can kind of go overboard with it, and then it almost makes it obsolete. Like it ruins its own, it makes itself like, if you do it too much, if you highlight too much, then it loses its effect against the darks. So I don't want to do too much. Great White North, what's up, man? The way you did the pier and Ferris wheel remain. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. I'm proudest of the water in that one because I hadn't really done water like that on a beach yet. I thought that came out pretty cool. You're 360. RIP consoles. It's an entirely animated interactive movie crafted by Don Bluth, who was a Disney animator who ended up starting his own animation studio. Nice. Yeah, that all like sounds familiar to me. I don't know the story totally, but I know that I've heard it a couple times over the years. Okay. I need to step back for a second and look at this. Hang on. Hang on. All right. Let's like start working the waterfall. Like every time I do these streams, I'll keep working on this throughout the week and like change things, but I kind of just like having you guys here and just like sharing what I'm doing, but I'll probably change it. Like I don't like how small the rocks look here, or like the darks are a little too much. So I might end up changing that a bit. Like if okay. Hey, Esper Dreams, hello, welcome. Nice to have you. How's it going? Happy Saturday nights. crack in the back. Eugene's here now? Where is he? There he is. Maybe? I don't see him. There he is. This looks stirred. Thank you so much, Eugene. How are you, buddy? How's it going? Alright. We're gonna do some water. We're gonna do some waterfall in action. So for that... I can use a little bit, mostly white, but a little bit of blue. So the water that's kind of falling in the shadow there, it's going to be like a bluish color for the most part. So it should be kind of coming out. And again, this is not like a rushing, crazy... What? Huh? What? Come on. The cat's here. Come on, up or down, let's go. Yep, she's up. Alright, watch the paint, please. Tallulah's here. Tallulah has joined the stream. Just gonna sit, you're gonna be cool. I can't have you sit here, dude. If you're new to the stream, I have a cat. Her name's Tallulah. And she's sitting on my lap now, and it's not gonna work for me. It's really not gonna work because I gotta kind of move around and stuff. But I think she wants to come say hello. See, now I feel bad because now she's all comfortable. Alright, ready? Sorry to do this to you. Sorry to do this to you, but here we go. Say hello. This is Tallulah. Hello. She's purring slightly, not so much, but I gotta put you down. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll hang out later, I promise. Cool. All right, let's get back to work here. Sorry. See you later. All right. So as I was saying, this waterfall is not rushing like crazy. Just basically gonna bring this down. Trying to make this as straight down as I can. That's the basic kind of trajectory of it, if you want to say. Doing okay. Thank you, Eugene. I really appreciate that, man. It's what I love to do, really. It's very fun. Just dip her tail in some paint and she'll help you out. As my son would say, teamwork makes it go faster. Hello. Cats can get comfortable on anything easily, yeah, but she only does it like when I'm streaming. Like if I'm hanging out and I would love a cat to like cuddle with me, she'll never come around. It's only like when I'm busy with doing something. Yeah, she is the cutest. It's true. It's true, she's very cute. So, what we're gonna do is even too white, maybe. It should be like a brown color, even maybe, because this is gonna be landing kind of on rock, probably. You know. I don't know. What would it be landing on there? I've seen my cat sleep in a box she could barely fit her paws in. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how they all do that. They all like they want to just like they're like little contortionists. They want to like squeeze themselves into nothing. It's so funny. I'm just trying to figure out what basically what color should be here of water. Like I don't think it should be blue really. I think it might be like either brown or like the color of the rock, you know? These are the things I must think about. I'm not sure. Thank you, Great White. Thank you, Esper Dreams. I'm thrilled to have you here. Hope you're having a great Saturday night. I hope this is entertaining for you. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go with like this kind of color, like for the underpainting, sort of. And it's not gonna matter too much, maybe because it's gonna be splashing around, so it's gonna be a lot of like white splashes stuff, kind of going on. Maybe, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. If you can ascertain that, no idea. She's been in the back room for a couple streams, just sleeping away in her bed. I'm holding up pretty well now, thank you. Are you like at the point where you can't like eat or anything, or is it that bad? I've seen a streamer on Twitch who has a furball cam on his pet's bed. That's burst error, right? I love that. Thank you, Esper Dreams. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's try this. Like if we were just to like make a little bit of splash here. And then it's gonna fall down here too. I don't know. I bust out my new brush for this actually. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely first error, unless you found another one, but yeah, he's got like 2 cats and a dog, and yeah, it's like while he's streaming, you can watch his cat sleep. It's freaking hilarious. Splashy, splashy. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know if it's like what I want it to look like. So again, by next week this might look completely different, I don't know. But Colin Swinburne, holy smokes. Good evening, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Nice to see you, pal. How are things? Tell you what, I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be back in 1 moment. I need some Newtons. Okay. Alright. We're back with some Newtons. Hello. Hello there. Brand new set of Newtons. Where am I going to put these, man? Oh, been a while, yeah. How have y'all been? I've been good, man. How are you? How are things down under? Aren't you in Australia? I'm going to get some tea. Nice. Tea is where it's at. Tired, been very busy, had my honeymoon. Oh, in late January, ended up working 27 days in a row. Yeah, oh my god. Well, congratulations on your wedding and your honeymoon. Where'd you go on your honeymoon, man? Pookie Drazel. And you know what, though? You know, I've had this thought. The Faxanadu and Legacy of the Wizard are in the same family of games. Did you know that? Which is very exciting to me. It's like the Falcom universe sort of thing. I've thought of making a painting where it's kind of like Legacy of the Wizard, but off in the distance you see like the silhouette of the World Tree somewhere, like to kind of combine them. Mmm. Yes. Yes. Gracious, what are, dude, my neighbors are so, they're not even my neighbors, they're just people in the street. So loud. Yes, T-Belly Newtons. What's up, buddy? How are you, dude? Japan? Oh my god, you went to Japan? Exactly, yep. Dude, that's awesome. How was Japan? Tell us all about that. Okay, taking a step away. It's coming along. I don't like the splash I made. Not crazy about the splash. I gotta work more on these rocks. And I feel like maybe I did this at the very thing I said not to do. I feel like I over highlighted that whole area. Jeez Louise. So I might have to cut this back a little bit. Which is okay. I already had a color mixed for the sort of mid-tone, that's okay. I'm nervous that this is like not looking like rocks anymore. Sometimes I do a little fun little thing, and instead of signing these paintings, I sneak my initials into some part. I'm thinking I might do that in the rocks here. But I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to do it. I'll just leave that for people to find if they care to find it, and they care to look for it. Okay. That is true, Eugene. Everyone is my neighbor. And everyone's very loud. Sir HC is hitting the sack. Good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging, dude. Was awesome. Turns out my tolerance for cold is upsetting for some people. What do you mean? I push my sleeves up all the time, so that was freaking people out. What? Peter Bateman, what's up, man? Turns out my tolerance for cold is upsetting for people. I don't get it. What happened? Like you have a high tolerance, like you don't get cold very often? Is that what you mean? Yeah, Peter, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in, dude. What's going on? Just got done showering and thought I shouldn't miss this before heading to bed. Well, I'm glad you're here, pal. Hope you had a wonderful shower. Hope you feel nice and clean. Is that too personal? Sorry. Sorry. Still am seeing, like in these pictures I took, shit, these cool just like little patterns and rocks. Or it's like they're kind of like layered. Easy. Easy. Okay, that looks kind of neat. Like those lines there. Do something like that up here, maybe. I like that part a lot. That looks like it juts out there. Spent the day at the zoo with my daughter, so the shower wasn't needed. Just here dancing. T-Belly's dancing. Nice. Are you self-taught or did you get training from Juilliard for painting? That's very sweet of you to say. Not go to Juilliard. No, I'm pretty much self-taught, man. You know what? You know how I learned, which I learned so much from, which is really honestly true, but sounds silly. YouTube. Like when I got into painting, I just like found all these really great YouTube channels of art, and I watched the freaking hell out of them, and I still do. And I learned so much from watching these guys, all the other artists doing their thing. I should probably even, again, use my new brush, maybe. I still don't know what's going on with this rock over here. Who knows what's going on with that rock? 0-52 versus Tyson. Dude, Tyson is no joke. And are you you playing on a CRT T-Belly, or are you on like a flat screen? Because apparently that makes a huge difference. I'm trying to fix this rock up. I don't know what I did with this, but I don't like it. I'm gonna leave it for now. For now, I'm gonna leave it like that. I've yet to work all these guys out too. I don't know what's going on with them either. Were you playing blindfolded? I recently watched a documentary where people have been beating Punch-Out blindfolded. Peter, was that the Summoning Assaults video on YouTube by any chance? Because I watched that not too long ago too. That was really fun to watch. Really crazy. Like to see like the evolution of how far people have taken it. Like at first they didn't think it was actually possible to beat Tyson blindfolded. Like they were like, it's just too random. But then dudes just started working on it, and I don't know how they do it, but they freaking beat him blindfolded. It's crazy. These kids in their blindfolds, it's crazy. Guys, you'll never believe it. I need more black paint. It was, yeah. It's like we watched similar videos and YouTube suggestions and the same things to us, yeah. Summoning Salt, have you seen the one he did about Super Mario Brothers World 4 2, I think it is? Basically, like what, it's like the crux of every speedrun was just breaking down how to do that one level as fast as possible. And it's so interesting how they were able to just like come up with new strategies. It's crazy how they just figure out, or like, I don't know, blindly find things to find these like weird glitches and stuff. I don't know, it's crazy. But it's very entertaining to watch, for sure. Okay. What zoo did you go to, Peter? I don't know where you live, but I hope your daughter enjoyed the zoo. Zoos are kind of a sad place, though, aren't they? I always feel bad for those animals. Like, we have the Bronx Zoo here, and last time I went, I was just like, God, so sad. Like, there were, like, I went in the summertime, there were, like, polar bears just, like, sweating their fur off, you know? Yeah, this brush is great for doing this. Making very sharp lines. It makes a very, like, detail look. Just what I'm looking for. We recently moved to Utah, so we went to the Salt Lake City. Okay. Not as good as the Springfield, Missouri Springfield, Missouri Zoo, not Moo. But San Diego is your favorite. San Diego, that one's like a very famous zoo, right? I've never been there. So you live in Salt Lake. Salt Lake City looks to be a very beautiful city. New Orleans Zoo was pretty cool when I went. Never been there either. I don't like that part. This is what it's like to do this kind of thing where it's like you're just kind of flailing around. You're like, I like this, I don't like that. Just like fixing things up, changing things. It's also what kind of makes it fun though. Because you're never really backed into a corner. Sorry guys, one sec. It's like so many colors and so many things going on in these rocks. It's hard to really emulate it. Thanks, T-Belly. We're literally watching paint dry. Peter, I wish I could say you're the first person to make that joke, but you're not. But it's a good joke nonetheless. It's a great way to spend a Saturday. But it's pretty paint, so there's that. Who knew? Yeah, thank you. All right, I think I want to move on and start working on some of the water maybe. Come down here and like work on this water kind of trickling out. I think that's what I want to do next. Because I gotta move on from this. I gotta move on, man. I can't get too stuck doing the same thing over and over. So yeah, I think that's pretty much okay for tonight, this part. Let's move into the water. It's already 1. I don't want to be up too late. I say that every stream. I really mean it though. Oh my god, that's a lot of paint. I didn't mean that. That's a lot of paint, sir. Didn't mean to do it. Some white. So I think I probably just wasted a lot of paint though. That is what happens sometimes. All right. Gonna make some splitchy splashies over here. Deviate! There he is. Where is he, man? There he is. Hey! How's it going, buddy? clearly not the brush I should be using for this. So the water, I want to have it come up to like there-ish. And that right there, we can make that a rock, actually. That's okay. Let me do that real quick. Let me make you a rock. That's fine. This guy, another rock just sitting there. How are you, Devitt? What's going on, man? So, Devitt, I have a question for you. Are you a Mac user or a PC user? Thank you, man. Thank you. I just got Splatoon, by the way, just for you. Deviant loves Splatoon so much. The Splatfest just ended. Tweeted some of my highlights. Nice. Okay. Now, back to Waterville. Basically just trying to make a water line around these rocks. So the water's gonna be pretty shallow around here. And here too. So I'll probably have to change the color of the ones that are below. But again, I can do that later. Windows. I find Macs overpriced for what you get in Apple's walled garden approach. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I had a question. I'm gonna try and stream a King's Quest game that I got working, but I'm just having one little issue with it. But figured I'd ask if you, because I know that you're like very knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. What I want to try to do is bring up these blues from the water. Actually, you know what I need to do? Let's make some exactly what I was doing right here. Against these rocks up here. King's Quest, hell yeah. Eugene, hell yeah. Hey, J-Love, what's up? How's it going? Happy Saturday night to you. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. That's not too much. Again, I'm not sure if I'm using the right brush here. Underneath, though, the hardware is still Intel, so the machines themselves are fine. Okay. It is a great series, yeah, DV. King's Quest 4 is a game that I played as a kid. I've never played the other ones except for the NES 5, which Eugene, I know you just saw you're gonna do that. Turns out I don't own Kid Nicky. I had it my app through some data entry. Okay. Painting is dope, buddy. Thank you so much, J-Love. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna do a replay or a playthrough of that one for the first time since I was a kid, so I'm super excited about it. It is a great game. She'll make you play awesome possum, I jest. Alright, I need another brush for this. My tortured brush, as I like to call her. Okay, so I'm gonna just bring some of these blues up here. I think this is what I have to do with this. I'm not totally sure. If you haven't noticed, that's pretty much par for the course. I never know what I'm doing with this stuff. This should be like, these are the parts of the wave that are showing kind of the sky color, and between the waves you're seeing down into the rock on below. So that's kind of like my plan. Just don't know if it's gonna translate to look good. Hopefully it does. You like the reflections in the piece? Stonework is phenomenal. Thank you, man. Love the realistic. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Still a work in progress, but we're getting there. But I do appreciate it, man. I was fortunate enough to meet up with Mr. Deviant at the convention in Connecticut back in September. He is just as good a guy as you would think he is. So this is just really subtle, really super subtle, and these waves are kind of disappearing as the below rocks, like when you're looking down in the water, it's like that's what you're seeing for the most part when you're like standing, when you get close to it. Bit much. That's a bit much. Do you use reference photos, or is this all just committed to memory? I do use reference photos. I actually have, that's why I've been looking at my phone here and there. There's a park near where I live that I just happened to walk by the other day, and I knew it was there, but there's a little waterfall there, and that's kind of where that is kind of coming from. The rest is pretty much just what I'm imagining it to be, although the water was really tricky. I needed to like really look at a lot of like pictures of lake reflections and lake waves and things like that. Water is still something I'm not totally so experienced with, but this has been a great like learning experience for the water alone. Basically, I'm just making kind of waves over this area. Again, just kind of catching where that wave is catching the sky color. And bringing it over the rocks to shallow water. He's got his phone for reference. Oh, look at that damn reflection. Amazing. We need this on TV. New Bob Ross. Grow out your hair, buddy. Thank you. Water is notoriously difficult, yeah, especially in animation. Watch some Miyakaze films. What? Fire, I actually don't find that tricky. Water, I think, is, yeah, way more difficult. But water can be so many different ways. I mean, you can have still water, you can have wavy water. The thing that was really tripping me up was like, okay, so you have a wave. If you think about a wave, like the shape of it, it's like reflecting three different things. It's either reflecting what's above it, which would be like the sky. It's reflecting like where you are. It's reflecting like, or it's showing what's below it when it's not reflecting anything. And it's also like where it is. Like here, you're not gonna have cloud reflection because you're not going to see the cloud there, like, and it's all about perspective too. Like if we're here, which is like where the perspective of the viewer is, you know, I'm looking this way, I'm not going to see clouds there. I'm going to see, you know, that's going to be blocked. That's why the reflection of the clouds look the way they do. But also like the darkness below the water here, but then the other part of the wave is like the sky color past the the cloud. It's very like, I would just sit there and be like trying to work out like a math problem in my head. Like, this is insane. Shit. Too much paint, dude. Too much paint. Let's work it. Work it in there. It's okay. It's okay. And it took me like many tries of trying different things, like to try to just make it look like anything. But I think it's coming along. Everything's coming along. Watch the film Ponyo? What are you talking about? What is this? Wants ham. I don't know what Ponyo is, but you're making me, you're piquing my interest. Let's put it that way. My cat is back. My faves are Castle in the Sky and Princess Mononoke. I don't know anything about the movies you're talking about. Alright, folks, it's 1:14 right now. I think I'm going to call it a stream in about 15 minutes or so. I'm just going to keep working on this water here. And then, so as I mentioned, I'm working on hopefully getting a King's Quest stream going for Tuesday night. I really hope so. If I can't get it up and running, I'll do more Robin Hood on Tuesday night. That's both. They're on Twitch. That'll be on Twitch. And Wednesday night, I sadly think I have to call the stream. I need the time to work on a video. I need to get a video out for Thursday. Like, definitely need to have it out by then. So, those are the updates for the week. Need some blue over here, I think. Ponyo is like Japanese Little Mermaid. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I should watch this movie? Is that what you're saying? Does he take you on adventures in Catland? I don't know what the chat is talking about over here. Some crazy discussions. Right. Basically, the guy behind Akira Made a Disney movie. Not actually Disney, but something Disney would have done. Okay. Have you guys seen that Akira movie? Is that the new one that came out, right? Esper, only when someone needs help. Meeting Carrie Elway's nice. And he sectioned you off so you had a private little meeting with him? Why is this getting so strong, man? I don't know if I like that. Gives amazing hugs. Nice. Was he just at like a convention? That's where you met him? I forget the story. I hate that splash. I'm gonna redo that for sure. MegaCon Orlando. I don't usually go to that one, but then he got announced, and that was the end of that. Nice. Guess I'm feeling like nervous to cover these rocks up, but that's what happens. You can get like attached to a certain thing. You're like, I don't want to cover that up, but it's like they should be covered up a little bit. So I have to kind of say goodbye to these rocks a little bit. Say goodbye. Not completely. I mean, you're still gonna see them under there. I gotta watch out. This rock is like in the kind of jutting out of the water, so. It's okay, I can always re-outline it. Alright, I'm happy with this. I think this is coming along. But in Japan, they also sold little Grave of the Fireflies themed tins of candy drops. Okay. Alright. I believe you. Peter dozed off. Time to bed. Go to sleep, my friend. You've had a long day at the zoo. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you, buddy. Take care, bud. Does anyone else think Ren looks like a badass in the stream? What's up, Cabot? Thank you, Disney Dane. Stop it. Stop it. I don't think badass is paint. Do they? Why do I have Madonna's Take a Bow in my head? How did that get in there? Anyone know the answer to that? I'm gonna assume that no one does. Yay! Someone's psyched. You're my favorite straight crush. Thank you. Bob Ross was a badass. He was. Makes paint badass. I was really excited about it. You like the sound of the brushes? This brush is the one, like, this is like my poor abused brush. Look at this little nub. It's not even a brush anymore. It's like I use it to just like scrub, and it's great for clouds. And I guess I'm using it for this. my friends, I think it's like a shading pencil, yeah. No, I love that sound too. Friends, I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. So did some work on the old rocks. Same as usual, I'll still work on all this stuff during the week, and I will come back next Saturday and hopefully be done with all this, which will mean like everything down here is done. What are they doing out there? What are they doing? And next week I will start the canopy of the tree. I think that's pretty much all I've got to do, aside from little touches here and there, but I'll do this off stream. So I'm going to make the canopy a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little backwards moon that I got to touch up. Canopy's going to be a little bit bigger, a little more sparse, a little farther down. It's going to kind of come down a little bit more. I'm going to try to throw in some more like indications of branches and things like that. And then just, I'm going to make the color a little more like closer to this, not quite that bright, but kind of like the tree might be dying sort of thing. And that's it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I gotta just like step away and then just like look at those rocks. I don't know if I like them, but I'll keep you guys posted. And of course, like I said, you'll see it next week. Quickly hugs Ren before he ends the stream. Hug it out, baby. Looks great. Thank you, Great White. Thank you so much, Hungry. Thank you so much, Esper. Esper Dreams, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Looks amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if you had said it was done. I appreciate that, man. But I'm crazy and I want to keep, you know, adding stuff and whatever. It's gonna be hard to like be done with this one because I'll be like, because there's so much going on in the scene. It's hard to say that, but with that, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. My mic moved. Hello, can you still hear me? Stay there. I'm gonna go right now and check out what I can do with the King's Quest game. So, you guys are all following me on Twitter. I'll let you know what's going on for Tuesday night. So I'll see you Tuesday night on Twitch. Have a great night. Thanks again. Always a pleasure. Mwah. Good night, guys. Great stream. Thanks, Deviant. Stay fresh. Always. Always, man. And always have some Newtons nearby. Okay? Peace, guys. Good night.